Okay, so as the last topic, so we are working with data object. Okay, so we discussed up to data object. So next pending. Okay, so here math object is pending and boolean and regular expression. Okay, so now we are going to check with math object. Microphones. Okay, so math object. Okay, so document dot write. So now here math dot sqrt. So nothing but square root. So I'm going to find the square root, okay, for this 4. So go and check the output. Okay. So now here, what is the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is what? 2. So the square root of 4 is what? 2. So next, math dot pi. So pi, pi. Okay. So that means generally what is the pi value? 22 by 7, nothing but 3.14. So now we can expect the pi value as what? So 3.14, nothing but 22 by 7. I want to display in a new line. Let's just say, okay, this is square root of 4 and this is the pi value. Okay, so next, so math dot power. So now 3 to the power 3 or 3 to the power 5. So 3 to the power 5 means we can expect 243. So 3 to the power 5 means we can expect 243. Okay, so that is the pi value. Sorry, power value. So next, we are having concepts like math dot floor, math dot round, and math dot seal. Okay, so 3 concepts are there. So regarding floor, round, seal. Okay, so now I'm going to try that. So document dot write. So math dot floor. So math dot floor. So here I am going to give 2.0. So whenever we are going to give 2.0, the result is what? 2. So whenever I am going to give, so 2.7, so then the result is what? Okay, 2. So that means in case of floor concept, okay, so in case of floor concept, whatever the number that you are going to give, whether it is 2.0 or 2.1, 2.2, like that, so it is going to consider always, so it is going to consider always. Okay, so next, coming to seal, not seal, round. So in case of round concept, so first here I am going to give math dot round. Okay, so math dot round 2.0. So math dot round 2.0. Now check the output. The result is what? 2. I am going to give 2.4. So 2.4 also 2. That means whenever we are going to give not 2.0, even if I give 1.5 also. So from 1.5 to 2.4, the result is always what? 2. So that is wrong. Now I am going to give 2.5. Okay, 2.6, 3.4. Okay, then the result is what? 3. So from 2.5 to 3.4, any value, okay, it is going to consider as what? 3. Okay, so like this. One second. Okay. So now next, math dot C. Okay, so regarding C, I'm going to give, okay, 1.9. So whenever I'm giving 1.9, it is 2. Okay, so even if I'm giving 1.0, okay, 1.0 means it is always 1. So if it is 1.1 means we can expect, okay, 1. And 1 second, sorry, actually it's wrong. See, okay, 2. So whenever I'm giving 1.0, then it is 1. So what I'm trying to say here is from 1.1 to 2.0, the result is always what? 2. So if I give 1.9, the result is 2. If I give 2.0 also, the result is always what? 2. So now I'm going to give 2.1. 2.1 means 3. You like this till 2.9, you can expect always 3. Even 3.0 also. 3.0 also. So that means here from 2.1 to 3.0, if you do anything, that is nothing but 3. So just we are going to avoid decimals here. So by having floor, round as well as seal value. Are you getting it? So floor, round as well as seal values. Okay. So next we can find minimum maximum numbers also. So for example, document dot write, so math dot min minimum. So now here 56 3. Okay, so whatever it may be in this minimum number. So minimum is what? 2. So I got the minimum number. So same like that we can expect math dot max maximum number. So in that maximum is 65. So we can expect 65. Okay. So that is the way we can work with, okay, minimum as well as maximum. So next we are going to have math dot random. So math dot random means randomly it will generate some numbers. So now here if I give directly math dot random, okay, so then what happens here? So we are going to get some random number in between 0 to 1. So now the result is 0.7, right? So just refresh. Whenever we are refreshing, automatically the random number is going to generate. Okay, so whenever I'm refreshing, so it is going to generate the random number. Okay, fine. So this is the way we can generate. Suppose here what happens, it's generating in between 0 and 1, so less than 1. So that is the meaning of math dot random. Suppose if I give math dot random into 5, okay, so that means in between 0 and 4. So in between 0 and 4 only it will generate. So randomly it will generate the 0 and 4. Okay. Suppose if I give into 10, that means what? In between 0 and 9. So in between 0 and 9. Okay. So in between 0 and 9. Okay. So this is the way we are going to have this random concept also. Suppose I don't want any decimals. Suppose if I don't want any decimals, then you can go with math.floor, math.random, math.seal. So whatever you want, you can use it. Okay. But for right now, I'm going to use here math. First floor value. Okay. Observe carefully. So math dot random into 10. What is the meaning of math dot random into 10? It is going to generate in between 0 and 10. So in this case, what happens? It is going to generate in between 0 and 1. So here in between 0 and, okay, 5. Okay, so it's now 5 means you need to believe that it is less than, not 5, less than 5. So here also less than 1. So here it is going to generate in between 0, 10. That means less than. That means we are going to get always decimals. Now I want to avoid the decimals. Suppose if I give math dot floor, math dot floor. Regarding math dot floor, we already know one concept. So math dot floor. So what is that concept regarding math dot floor? So math dot floor means whatever the decimal it is going to generate. Okay, if it is 0.4, for example, 0.4 floor value is what? 0. What is the floor value for 0.9? 0. Okay. What is the floor value for 1.01? So like that it is going to decide. Okay. So now it is 3, whatever it may be in between. So 0 and 9. Okay. Fine. So now whenever we are using floor value, so we will get from 0 to 10. Okay. So if it is 9.9, nothing but 9 only. So that means you are going to get always less than 10 only. So only the difference is here we will get decimal values. Okay, so here always we used to get decimal values. Okay, but in this case we are not going to get any decimal. So that is only the difference. Okay, so now the same program. So now I'm going to have like this. So 0 to 10 only. Okay, but I want along with 10. I want the output along with 10. So then what happens? We know that suppose assume that the result is like this 9.9. What is the floor value of 9.99? It is fixed always. Okay, so we did not get 10, that we know. Now what I'm going to do here is just I'm going to add plus 1. So for example, if it is 9.9, what is the floor value of 9.9? 9 plus 1 we are adding 10. Okay, so that means in between 0 and 10 we can get 0, even we can get 10 also because of plus 1. So some problem. So one second. So math dot floor, math dot random into, okay, plus 1. It's correct only. What's the problem? So unexpected error, line number 22, unexpected token, syntax error. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will store this total thing in specific variable. So variable a equal to something like this. And now try to display. So math dot floor into math dot random. Okay. So why we are not getting?
Multiple line comment.
See, in all the above places it's working. That's
Sir, multiple line comment line.
Has typed that it is about the comment issue. I'm
yeah,
not sure what is the comment issue, but someone is saying.
this comment is closed, right? Ah, yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, here, yeah. No, it's line number 22. 1 second. Yeah, save it. Yeah, fine, thank you. Yeah, comment issue only. Okay, thank you. So now here, write here only. So what happens here is it is going to generate in between 0 including 10, including 10. Okay, so that means what is the floor value of 9.9? The floor value of, sorry, yeah, got it. So 9.9 floor value is what? 9. For that we are adding plus 1, nothing but 10. Check it again, right click, inspect. Still it is there. Yeah, still it is there. Okay, 2 places are updated. Yeah, fine. So now we did not get the result. Okay, refresh. Okay, so here whenever check the last number, ultimately you can expect in some situation 10. Just I'm refreshing. Okay, so 10. So next, as usual, the same concept here also. Math dot round. In this case, what happens? Okay, suppose if it is 9.4, that is nothing but what? 9. If it is 9.5, then the result is what? 10. As usual, I am having 1, 10 plus 1. So that means in between 0 and 11. So next, as usual, a math dot seal. In case of seal, as usual, if it is 9.9, obviously it is 10 plus 1, 11. So in this case, okay, whatever it may be, understood the concept. Okay, so I can see here floor means even if it is, okay, here I gave some explanation here, right? So regarding floor, so if you give 2.0 to 2.9, it is always 2. Okay, suppose in case of round, if it is 1.5 to 2.4, then always it is 2. If it is 2.5 to 3.4, it is 3. Coming to seal value, 1.1 to 2.0, it is 2. 2.1 to 3.0, it is 3. So based on that concept. Okay, so fine. So whatever it may be, so this is called math object. Okay, so next here I want to display some names, okay, randomly. So by using, so here, okay, so now here JS62, okay, just Control C, Control V. Okay, so now what we are going to do, combination with array and math object. So here I am going to have some names, some array of names. So A equal to, I am having Ajay, Suresh, Vijay, and some names like Hari, whatever. So totally I am having 4 values. So document dot write A. So A means what here? Suresh, Vijay, Hari, Ajay, whatever. So all the values we are able to view it here. Okay. So how we are going to display the values individually? Just based on the index number. So what is the index number for Ajay? It is 0. Index number for Suresh is what? 1. Vijay is 2. Hari is 3. So A of 0, just I want some comma here. And next here, A of 2. Okay, so that means A of 0 is Ajay. A of 2 is what? Vijay. So go and check the output. So 0 is Ajay, 2. So now what I want to do here is I want to display these names randomly. So we are having math.random concept. So with the help of math.random, we can generate the number. Okay. So variable b equal to math.random. Suppose if I write math.random, it is going to generate in between 0 and 1. But here I want 0 along with what? 1, 2, 3. So that means 0, 1, 2, 3. So till 3, it should generate the number. So here I am going to give math.random into 3. So whenever I am going to do math.random, okay, into 3, that means it is going to generate in between 0 and 3. That means we will not get 3, but we are going to get till 2.9. Okay, so that is the reason I am going to use what? Math.round. For example, if I get 2.9, then it will become. Okay, so as usual, document dot write and try to display B. B means we are going to get 0 to 3. So refresh. Okay, I got 0, even I got 3. So then finally, we know that B is nothing but index number. So we know that B is nothing but index number. Then it's very clear. Okay, so document dot write. Okay, A of B. So A of B. Generally A of 0 means Ajay. So A of B means A is nothing but your array Ajay, Suresh, Vijay, Hari, and inside I am having what? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So then what happens? I am able to display randomly. Okay. So display in a new line. So refresh. So now randomly, whenever I refresh, okay, I'm able to display the data. Okay, fine. So instead of refreshing, without refreshing, okay, I wanna update that data. So without refreshing, I wanna update that data. So for this, we are having a concept called set interval. Just yesterday only we discussed about set interval concept in live date and time example that we are going to use here. Okay, so how to do that? Body. So whenever onload is happening, then what we are going to do? We are going to call the function. You can call the whole setup or otherwise whatever you need. Okay, better to call everything because A we are using, right? Okay, so function ss. Okay, so then what happens? Whenever the page loads, it is going to call this function. Now inside I am going to write what? Set interval. Set interval means whatever the function we are writing, it will call that function for every second. For every second it will call that function. For every second it will call that function. Okay, and next here give a different name. So function arr. So then go and check. Yeah. So same problem we are facing. Data is updating, but the same problem whatever we faced yesterday. So it is appending, it is adding. I don't want like this. I want to replace the data. I want to replace the data. Okay. So I will do one thing here. For right now, I will keep this program directly like this. Okay. So this program is completed. Just refresh. So create another one. 64. So here I used to write that. Okay. So whenever the page loads, we are calling SS function. Okay. So then here I want to call this whole array setter for every second by using set interval. This is also a predefined object. For every second, we are calling that set interval. So then here function ARR. Then here I am going to have this particular code. Whenever we are writing document.write, okay, I don't want this to display this. Whenever we are writing document.write, what is the problem we are going to face? The data will append. So that means the data will add. So maybe some syntax error. So whenever the page loads, SS set interval A equal to Ajay something and B is the random number. A of B set interval is correct.
Sir, curly braces, you had closed curly braces.
Tell me.
Curly braces, I mean, cloud braces. After set interval, you had closed.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens here? The data is updating. So I don't want updating concept. So I want a replacing concept. So whenever we are writing document.write, what happens for every second? It will call array function. Based on the random number, it is going to generate, okay, in between 0 to 3. So randomly it is going to generate whatever the number it is generating. Based on that, we are able to display. Suppose if it is A of 0 means Ajay, A of 2 means Vijay, like that. Now I don't want appending, adding like this. So I want to replace. So yesterday only we discussed about that. So some paragraph ID equal to any reference name. So now document dot get element by ID. It is case sensitive. We need to write like this. Okay. So what is the ID name here? Data inner HTML. Inner HTML means inside. Inside it will replace whatever the data you are having. For example, I am having here Sivasoft, right? So inside this Sivasoft will be replaced with A of B. So if the B value is 0, A of 0 is Ajay. Ajay will replace with what? Sivasoft. Okay, like that it will replace the data. Okay, so initially we are having Sivasoft. For every second, it is generating a random number. I am able to display the random names, whatever. Okay, so the same program, even we can do with the help of images also. The same program, even we can do with the help of images also. So how to do that? So copy this, sorry, close this and copy this, Control C, Control V. So JS65. So open with Notepad. So same array concept, random concept, everything is same, everything is same. Okay, only the thing is I want images, that's it. Okay, so here I am going to prefer directly from this Sivasoft website. So those are banner images I used to consider. Okay, so right click, open image in new tab, open image in new tab. Open image. So these 4 URLs, so very big paths, no problem. So here just replace. Okay, so that means we are going to get this. So check this output. Whatever the paths I am having right now, it is going to display those same paths. So right now we are able to display the same paths, complete path. Randomly it is displaying. Now I wanna display in the form of image. So how to do that? Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do here is, so image source equal to, so what we need to display here. Okay, so in the place of src, it should update. In the place of src, it should update. Okay, so now here any id. Okay, so how to do this? So document dot get element by id data. There we need to target what? src. Okay, so in the place of src, it should update the data. So then what happens? For every second, okay, the image will change. Okay, randomly it will generate. That's it. So randomly it will generate those things. Okay. So this is the way we can display. Right click, inspect, go to elements. See, it is updating in the place of src. Okay, fine. But if you wanna do these type of banner images, so better to go to which one? Bootstrap. Okay, there you will be having responsive and everything. But right now it's just a simple example. That's it. It's not a banner image. Don't consider like that. Okay, fine. So up to here it's okay. So next pending in objects is, so Boolean object is there, and the next thing is Boolean, and the next thing is regular expression. Okay. Okay. So here we completed everything. Regarding regular expression, this is not the right time to discuss. When I will discuss about regular expression means whenever we are discussing form validations. So whenever we are discussing form validations, so at that time I will discuss about regular expressions. Right now, just a Boolean object. Okay. Regarding Boolean object, it is nothing but yes or no, nothing but true or false. So nothing but true or false. Okay. So here we are having some predefined booleans. Okay, so we'll try with that. So this is just a predefined program which have some true false like that.